Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have UFC 309 taking place on Saturday, the 16th of November. And I'm going to give you guys my predictions. Yeah? But as you know, guys, I don't always do the prelims. And this time around, I no go do them. I don't want to. I don't really like the card. Only, if I'm completely honest, I'm only looking forward to maybe 4 fights. But anyway, let's dive in. Let's dive in, guys. So first off, we got to kick off the main card. We've got a lightweight bout. Mauricio Ruffy versus James Lollentop. I don't know how to say your fucking name, mate, but I don't give a shit. I'm picking Mauricio Ruffy to get I'm gonna say a first or second round finish. I think he probably KOs James Lollentop. Yeah, I haven't seen much of Mauricio Ruffy, but from what I have seen, he looks very good. So yeah, I see him coming out on top with that one. So we move on to a women's flyweight bout, which I'm surprised Mauricio Ruffy and James ain't ahead of these guys, but we have a women's flyweight bout, Viviane Ariajo versus, sorry, there was a flatman, versus Karine Silva. I'm going to pick Karine Silva to win. I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I make my picks with women, nowadays I just go with the woman who looks more manly. Yeah, it's probably not the greatest strategy, but not being funny, they're the ones who tend to win, so you know. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Karine Silva to win by decision. I don't know much about either fighter, so to be honest, guys, I don't give a shit about that fight. But boom, we move on. We have a middleweight bout, Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig. Bo Nickel is 6-0. Paul Craig is 17-8-1. Thing is, I've been seeing a lot of guys on Instagram saying, they feel like Paul Craig might cause an upset. I'm going to be real, I don't think he does. I think Bo's probably going to finish him in the first or second round. Bo will probably test his striking out a little bit in the first round. Put it this way, if Bo Nickel somehow hurts Paul in the first round, let's say he drops Paul, he's gonna take it to the ground. And I believe if he goes to the ground, Bo Nickel is, yeah, you might as well call Paul Craig food. But yeah, I see Bo Nickel getting a first or second round submission, if I'm completely honest with you guys. Paul Craig, I've seen bits of him here and there, but I'll be honest, guys, I'm not really the biggest fan of him from what I've seen. He has got some good wins in his career, but the losses I've seen him take, boy. But yeah, I'm picking Bo Nickel to win that one either in the first or second round by submission. I won't be surprised if he gets a first round submission, but that's I think either first or second round. Then we move on to the co-main event. We have a lightweight bout. We have Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. Obviously, Charles Oliveira is 34-10-1 no contest, and Michael Chandler is 23-8. Obviously, this is a rematch. I'll be real with you guys, yeah. I don't see the point of this rematch. Obviously, Chandler did rock Oliveira. I think it was in the first round of the first fight. Then Oliveira came back in the second round and completely put Michael Chandler out. Like, honestly, that was a very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? that was a very, very good performance by Charles Oliveira, mate. I must say. And to be honest with you guys, I see the same thing happening again. I don't think. Um, Obviously, in the first fight, in the first round, Chandler was able to reverse the position on Charles Oliveira. Obviously, Charles had his back, and you know what they say: you shouldn't let Charles get your back. And Chandler was able to reverse it. Don't get me wrong. Listen, Chandler's an explosive guy, but very, very explosive. So he will be able to get out of certain situations because he's very strong and explosive. However, his fighting IQ is just not there. Like every fight you come into, you look to have a brawl. And for that reason, I just feel like Charles is just a lot more calculated than you. And I think after fighting you the first time, he knows exactly what to expect. And I think this time around, he's going to come out a lot smarter. I won't even be surprised if he gets a first round finish. But I think, listen, Chandler's a very explosive guy, so don't be surprised if he maybe rocks Oliveira again, and maybe Oliveira has to go through some adversity. But I still think Charles Oliveira wins, and I think it's going to be early. I don't see it going past 2 rounds. So with that being said, I'm picking Charles Du Bronx Oliveira to KO Michael Cuck Chandler in round 2. That is my predictions for the co-main. And then we move on to the main event. We have John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. The GOAT versus the Fireman. I think, all right, John is 27-1 and won the contest. What? I didn't know this. Hold on, guys. I need to check something. But that's so stupid. 27 wins. Oh, so he's had one. Obviously, I know. Oh, okay. The one no contest is obviously Daniel Cormier, you know. I was confused for a second. But yeah, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I do think John Jones is the GOAT. And just to clear something up, a lot of people have been saying he's ducking Tom Aspinall. Personally, I don't think John needs to fight him. Obviously, I get why people want him to fight him, but I think Jones should leave Pereira and Tom alone, respectfully. That's my opinion. But with that being said, I don't think he's ducking them. I don't think he's ducking Tom. I don't think he's scared of Tom. But my only issue with this fight between him and Stipe, when John fought Cyril Gane, the short little stand-up that we did get to see, John looked a bit slow and sluggish. I didn't really like it. I've seen him hitting pads recently. He looks a bit slow and sluggish. Obviously, I've heard that he is coming in, I think, 20 pounds lighter. I might be wrong, but I know he's coming in lighter. I don't know the exact number. So maybe we'll see a faster, sharper John. Stipe's obviously been out for a while now. I can't remember how many years exactly it is. And Stipe is... How old is Stipe? Stipe is... 42. I knew it, yeah. Stipe is 42. John is... How old is John? Is it 36 or 38? 37. So, yeah. Obviously, Miocic has a lot of inactivity. I do feel like that will play a part. However, Stipe is a very good boxer. Like, he has very good boxing. Can wrestle. To be honest, Stipe is being overlooked, in my opinion, but I understand why he's being overlooked. Honestly, guys, it's very hard for me to predict this fight in terms of how I see it playing out because they've both been inactive. I didn't really like how John has looked at heavyweight, personally. That's my personal opinion. The short fight against Gane. that we got to see. I didn't like how he looked in terms of his stand-up. But I think I'm going to have to go with John to win this fight. I think it's going to go to a decision. But if anyone does get a stoppage, I think it's going to be John Jones. And you know what? Fuck it. If John does get a stoppage, which I'm leaning more towards a decision, but if he does get a stoppage, I'm gonna say, fuck it, man. I could be shooting. Just forget what I was gonna say because I can't think of the saying. But boy, maybe he does the 12-6 elbow and gets a KO like that. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm picking John Jones to win. I'm going to say decision, but like I said, if he gets a stoppage, obviously, maybe it'll be some elbows, 12-6. But yeah, that's my predictions. I think John Jones is going to win, cement himself as the best of UFC. And yeah, that's my predictions for UFC 309. I would have done more. I would have done more breakdowns and predictions for the other fights, but honestly, guys, I didn't really like the card. Don't know much about any of the fighters either, so I didn't think it made sense to do that. Obviously, after this weekend, this is what I will say. Hopefully, some of you fighters, yeah, you show me something. You give me a little something, so that I can remember you, so you can stand out in my head. You know what I'm saying? I get some finishes now. Finish some people, talk your shit on the mic, Do something so that I can remember you. You can stay in my memory. Because a lot of you fighters, I don't even remember your name, don't remember what you look like. Unless you get highlight reel. If you don't get highlight reel, I don't go remember you. I go keep out real. Unless, you're up and coming and, you're doing something small. You know what I'm saying? But, my friend, show me something. Excite uncle now. But anyway, guys, that is my predictions for UFC 309. As I always say, if you don't watch them, that is a you problem. If you miss them, that is a you problem. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Comment your predictions below. Also, follow me on Instagram, Yems Official. Follow me on Instagram, Yems Official. One more time, follow me on Instagram, Yems Official. And I will also leave in the description the details to the link to my other YouTube channel. So make sure you like and subscribe to that one as well. You know what I'm saying, guys? But John Jones, you go remain the in a bit.